MAZUMA TV back with some more boxing talk. What's going on, y'all? Shout out to MAZUMA Nation. I'm back with another one. All right, y'all, let's talk about a fight that's coming up soon. You know what I mean? It isn't Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. I'll have another video coming up on that soon. More around the time that they weigh in so I can give my last final fight prediction between the two. But I want to talk about Jermell, Charlo, and Canelo, Alvarez, man. Obviously, they're fighting, I believe, in September. One of Canelo's days, I believe, is going to be around the Mexican Independence weekend. It's a good fight, man. Like I said in my previous video, it's a good fight. Jermell is moving up 2 weight classes, but it's dope. It got a dope sales pitch because it's undisputed versus undisputed, and we got 2 trainers of the year going against each other, man. Obviously, the Charlos and Canelo have history dating all the way back to 154. It's an intriguing fight, man. It's a real intriguing fight. But what I want to really discuss is the mind frame that I believe, just based off what I've seen on social media and stuff like that, just to see where their mind frames are at. You could tell that there's a complete difference. Now, social media doesn't tell the whole picture. It doesn't tell the whole story of what's going on. So I'm not trying to be the one to reach or throw shade towards anybody way as if they're not training hard. But I can't help but notice this. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at Jermell Charlo, you could tell he's getting ready. He's doing like the pre-camp right now from what I've seen. You know what I mean? Just being experienced in the sport and what I've seen. It looks like Jermell isn't really in a boxing gym from what I saw. I saw like the fake grass type boxing gym. So like the fake grass kind of gyms. So he might be at like a fitness gym where like a lot of athletes go in the off season to try to maintain their conditioning and stuff like that. I believe I seen him like finishing up some like sled pulls and shit like that. Just getting his body ready, getting his heart rate up. Getting that oxygen flowing through the blood, through the bloodstream, you know what I mean? Just getting back into shape, getting his body used to the work. Jermell Charlo is somebody, from what I understand, that seems to stay in fight shape during the off season. He rides bikes, you know what I mean? He eats clean, from what I understand. He's a disciplined fighter, so I'm sure it won't be too much for him to bounce back. But you can tell that he's in the pre-camp phase. Now, looking at Canelo Alvarez, the most recent clips that I've seen from him was him at a golfing tournament. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him with Patrick Mahomes, and they're over there like about to slap box each other and shit like that. And then I'm seeing they even had like a little small street basketball court out there, just taking like long shots and stuff like that. You can tell Canelo's just having fun, man. He's having fun, and it doesn't necessarily seem like he's necessarily worried about the fight. You could tell that at this point of Canelo's career that he's just looking at fights as another fight. You know what I mean? And that's typically like a sign of just a fighter being burnt out, man. Like a fighter being burnt out and just looking at it as a job besides it being his passion. I think that we're far away from the Canelo who was hungry and coming up and feeling like he has something to prove. And I think at this point in Canelo's life, he feels like he's already solidified. He looks at himself as a legend already, a first ballot Hall of Famer, whatever you want to call it. So it's like he feel like they got to get ready for him. He don't really got to get ready for nobody. And that's a dangerous mindset to be in when you're going against somebody like Jermell Charlo, who's extremely hungry despite all the accolades that he's accomplished. You know what I'm saying? He's an undisputed champion at 154 and still feel like he has something to prove. So the psychological advantage, in my opinion, really goes towards Jermell Charlo's side. You know what I'm saying? And you could just tell from the interview that he did after he was golfing, he just like, oh yeah, I do it. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah. Like, you could tell like he's not really intrigued how he used to be. I believe Canelo at this point in his life has found another interest, which is golf. It feels like I feel like he's more hungry with that sport because it's new to him. He has something to learn. And with boxing, he probably feels like he's accomplished what he's wanted to accomplish. He felt like he's learned everything he's needed to learn. So now he's just looking at it as like a paycheck to keep that revenue coming in. You know what I'm saying? Canelo can make tens of millions of dollars for one fight. So obviously he isn't going to necessarily let it go yet. But you could tell that, you know, like he don't really have much to be motivated about. You know what I mean? And Canelo is 32. For the average fighter, that might be somebody who's at the peak of their career, where their hunger is at an all-time high, where their athleticism is at an all-time high, when their mental is at an all-time high. But you got to understand, Canelo has been boxing professionally for more than half of his life. He turned pro when he was 15 years old. 15. He's 32 now. 15 plus 17 is 32. That man has been boxing professionally, not in the amateurs, professionally for 17 years, and he started when he was 15. So that's 2 years longer than when he debuted. So this is something that's not new to him. This is something that has been slowly but surely burning him out. And not even from I'm just speaking from a mental standpoint. I'm not even speaking about the physical, where this man has been having constant injuries with shoulders, hands, constantly having knee problems where he couldn't do road work, and just it goes on and on, man. This man that had countless surgeries and constant like physical therapy sessions to get back into that's just your body just telling you that it's at its peak. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we've been seeing, I think that his mental and his physical is starting to decline. That's what I personally believe, and we've been seeing it in his performances. Like, I believe, like, the younger Canelo, the Canelo from back at the Caleb Plant fight would have stopped John Ryder. He would have had a way easier time. When he fought Triple G in the third fight, I believe the Canelo that was from the Caleb Plant fight could have possibly stopped Triple G. It's like, ever since the Caleb Plant fight, we've seen a decline. After the Bivol fight, he started to look less and less. This is just things that we've seen, and we can't ignore it. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I can't ignore it. I'm sure his fans can overlook it and act like there's nothing going on, but we see the decline. Even though he's winning these fights, he's not winning them in the fashion that he would have won it at one particular time in his career. So, you know, just to wrap things up, man, it just seems like Jermell is extremely locked in for this fight, extremely focused, and he understands how big of a superstar he could become if he wins this fight. You know what I'm saying? A two-time undisputed world champion. I still think that hasn't been done in the men's side of boxing. So he feels like there's a lot on the line, and he understands that this could really bring him to superstar status if he comes out successful. You know what I mean? So Canelo, he just feels like he's been there, done that from what I've seen, and he just doesn't seem as I feel like he needs some rejuvenation in his career. I don't know what would exactly cause that, what could start that, but I just feel like he's just slowly but surely declining, and I feel like Jermell just has a huge advantage in the psychological aspect of the game right now. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this right here, man. Do y'all think Canelo just, you know, he's just taking it as a regular fight? Do you think he's locked in? Do you feel like he's going to be motivated for this fight? Just let me know what y'all think below, man. This is MAZUMA TV. Back at y'all with another one. I'll be back soon with some more boxing talk, and I'm out.